try to use the calculator. All right? And the graphing calculator uses the normal CDF button, and again, this is you do secant and distribution, and then use option number 2 for the normal CDF. And all we do is we put our minimum and our maximum. Now on the normal curve, since the normal curve goes on forever and ever in both directions, we'll approximate negative infinity with negative 10,000 and approximate positive infinity with positive 10,000. So let's go back. All right, so in this example, we're looking at the area to z is greater than negative 2.01, so that would be to the right. Right? So I go here to negative 2.01, and we're looking to the right. So in the calculator, I hit secant distribution, choose option number 2 for normal CDF, and we want to use the minimum. Now our minimum is right here, negative 2.01. So I have negative 2.01, and our maximum, since it goes on forever and ever in the positive direction, we just type in 10,000. Right? Now we know from the properties of the standard normal distribution that once we get up to a z-score of 3.49, we pretty much have all of our data values there. We have almost all of our area there, but we still, since the calculator is doing the work for us, we can go all the way up to positive 10,000 for the estimate of going on forever. And when we enter that into the calculator, we find that we get 0.9778. So next we are looking to the left of 1.13. We'll sketch 1.13 right here, and we're looking to the left. So in the calculator, we'll type in normal CDF. We're going to the left, so we want to approximate this with negative 10,000. So we do negative 10,000, comma 1.13, and we get 0.8708. Okay. On the next problem, we're looking to the right of negative 0.035. We're going to be here pretty close to the mean, negative 0.035. We're going to the right because we're looking greater than, so we approximate this with 10,000. And when we go to use the normal CDF, we start at negative 0.035, comma 10,000, and that equals 0.5140. And one of the benefits to using the calculator versus using the table is that we can type in a z-score of 0.035, whereas on the table we only go to 2 decimal places. So we would have to come down here to 0.03 and 0.04, and we would want to average. We would want to average these two values. All right. And the last example we are looking at between negative 1.04 and 2.01. So we use our normal CDF again, and we just use the z-scores that they give us. Negative 1.04, comma 2.01. Let's get that entered in. You'll see that this comes out to 0.8286. Alright, so now go on to the practice problems. You can use the calculator or try the normal distribution table. So pause the video and then restart it again when you're ready to see the answers. Alright, we'll take a look at these answers to these problems pretty quickly. First one, to the left of z equals negative 0.54. So if you're using the calculator, again we want the normal CDF. Since we're looking to the left, we want negative 10,000 comma negative 0.54, and this is 0.2946. Over here in number 9, we went to the right of the z-score negative 1.27. Looking to the right this time. So we want normal CDF negative 1.27 comma 10,000. Right, and this equals 0.8980. And our last few problems here, looking at the area to the left of 2.82. This is really getting pretty far out there. This is going to be pretty close to 1. We want normal CDF negative 10,000 comma 2.82. This equals 0.9976. For the next problem, looking at greater than, so that's to the right of 0.06. This is going to be very close to 2. We would expect this to be close to 1/2, since our z-score is very close to 0. So we want normal CDF 0 to 10,000. This ends up being 0.4761, so that is close to 1/2. And finally, here we are looking at z-score of 0 to a z-score of 1.82. Right. So we end up looking at this area in the middle. So we do our normal CDF 0 comma 1.82, and we end up with an area of 0.4656. Just one last note, when you're typing these into the calculator, it is important that the numbers that we're entering in are from least to greatest. Right? If you ever switch these numbers, whether it's a problem where we have both z-scores or back where we have to use one of the negative 10,000 or positive 10,000, if you type those into the calculator in the wrong order, you're going to get a negative area. Right? Since we're talking about area here, or we're going to be talking about probabilities later, we know we definitely don't want a negative number there. So just make sure that you are typing the least number first, and then you're typing in the greatest number second.